Himalayan Republic receives aid from its neighbour. In 2021, the summer monsoon brought heavy rainfall to Nepal that caused widespread flooding and landslides. Sadly, the country's Home Ministry reported that approximately 40 people perished, more than 50 others were wounded, and a total of almost 800 houses were inundated. The government of India responded with a benevolent consignment that included medicine, tents, sleeping mats and plastic sheeting. The relief supplies were delivered at a ceremony in Pasa, one of the affected districts, for distribution by the Nepal-India Women Friendship Society. India is a recipient of 2 Shining World Leadership Awards for Compassion and Shining World Leadership Awards for Environmental Protection and Good Governance, as well as a laureate of 3 Shining World Leadership Awards for Compassion, 3 Shining World Leadership Awards for Justice, 2 Shining World Leadership Awards for Peace, and Shining World Leadership Awards for Good Governance and Protection. Our deep appreciation, India, for your expression of oneness. We pray for the soulful citizens of Nepal to be blessed with consolation and resilience in heaven's tender mercies.
First pill for the pandemic proves promising. US-based Merck & Co. Inc. and Reachback Biotherapeutics LP have developed a new COVID-19 treatment. The experimental drug, called molnupiravir, may reduce hospitalizations and fatalities by half when taken as soon as the disease manifests. In the first 30 days of a clinical trial, only 7.3% of patients who used the remedy either needed hospitalization or died, compared with 14.1% of those who took a placebo. There were no deaths among those on the medication after the initial month, whereas 8 cases in the control group were subsequently fatal. The impressive results prompted company executives to seek government authorization for the pill. Well done, Merck and Reachback Biotherapeutics, on developing a therapy that could diminish suffering and save more lives. May the miracles of medicine complement the wisdom of plant-based nutrition for maximum human health and happiness in celestial upliftment. Innovative technology enables speedy recharging. Mali Powertrain Limited and Allotrope Energy, both in the United Kingdom, have partnered to create a lithium-carbon battery for electric vehicles that will save time and help protect the environment. The design combines supercapacitors and conventional lithium-ion storage cells to achieve charging times comparable to refueling a gas tank. For example, the developers say an electric moped could be fully recharged in as little as 90 seconds. Additionally, no rare earth metals are used in the device. It is entirely recyclable and not prone to overheating. We salute your achievement, Mali Powertrain and Allotrope Energy, which enhances 21st century mobility. May the road to marketing your creation be smooth, as we look forward to a zero-emissions vegan world in cosmic delight.
Defense technology is repurposed to create electricity. An Israeli company called Turbogen CHP has contracted to begin mass production of its microturbine power generators that are relatively small, easy to maintain, and 90% efficient. The units, based on a military jet propulsion design, also provide heat and cooling, making them ideal replacements for old-fashioned boilers and air conditioners in residential, commercial, and medical buildings. Unlike competitor systems that are very large and require expensive rooftop installations via cranes, Turbogen's products can fit in a freight elevator and are thus perfect for buildings with a smaller footprint. The turbines currently run on natural gas, but fuel options in the future will include solar, biogas, and hydrogen. Our compliments and gratitude, Turbogen, for raising the bar in generator efficiency. May all governments shift their research and development toward peaceful goals that benefit everyone's well-being in elevating divinity.
Athletic youngster reacts selflessly to an emergency. 13-year-old Danny Tiller was on vacation with his family in Alabama, USA, and the boys were jumping off rocks into a river. Danny swam back to land, but noticed that an older jumper was being swept away by the strong current. The man called for help, so the 8th grader re-entered the water and began swimming toward him. By the time he arrived, the victim had gone under and was unconscious. Danny hauled the individual to the river's edge and got him out of the water with help from his brother and cousins. The fledgling first responder initiated chest compressions even though he lacked formal CPR training, and fortunately, the man started breathing again. God bless you, Danny Taylor, for risking your safety to rescue a stranger from death. May courage and humility be your steadfast companions throughout a life replete with heavenly splendor. Campaigns to change the public's eating habits yield results. Meat Free Monday, co-founded by Sir Paul McCartney in 2009, encourages meat eaters to abstain from eating animal products 1 day a week. A recent study out of Brighton and Sussex Medical School, or BSMS in the UK, revealed that a third of the program's participants become full-time vegetarians after 5 years. The research also showed that 20% of individuals who joined similar diet change movements adopted either a vegetarian or vegan diet within 3 to 5 years. Dr. Richard DeVisser, the lead author of the report, commented that the effectiveness of this kind of behavior operate relies on continually providing people with inspiring information and support. Many thanks to Sir Paul McCartney, a Shining World Compassionate Artist Award laureate, Dr. DeVisser's team at BSMS, and everyone who has reduced their meat consumption. Your actions contribute to a viable and fulfilling future on our blessed planet, in the grace of the Providence.
Clever bird invents another way to preen. New Zealand is home to the world's only alpine parrot, an endangered species called the kea. Bruce was the subject of a study led by Amalia Bastos, a PhD candidate at the University of Auckland. Since he was a baby, the bird has been missing his upper beak, but learned to preen himself using a pebble as a prosthetic. Holding it between his tongue and lower beak, Bruce can clean his feathers. Ms. Bastos observed this was repeated many times. He drops the pebble, he goes and picks it up. He wants that pebble. If he's not preening, he doesn't pick up a pebble for anything else. Bravo, Amalia Bastos and Bruce. Thank you for reminding us to look for the spark of divinity within all beings.